Stirring the white chocolate mocha with chopsticks using the vortex method. How fucking gay is that? A white chocolate mocha. Using the vortex method, the only true way to optimize the taste of your coffee. Or white chocolate mocha at the molecular level. Good morning. Welcome to the Daybreak Show. I am the Sultan. We'll get started, but first, somebody gave me a pack of these instant white chocolate mochas. Honest to God, I should be drinking it out of a pink cup, but I had to put it in a skull cup just to kind of like even out the... just to even the score a little bit. How's that sound? It's actually not bad at all. It would taste better with a shot of rum in it, but it's actually not bad. Ah, very good. Christian feminist. Possibly one of the biggest oxymorons. That's right up there with jumbo shrimp and government intelligence. No such thing as a Christian feminist. No such thing. It's impossible. I was going to say change my mind, but I don't want to argue with anybody. I'm not interested in arguing with people today like I have been on social media this morning, 10 minutes after I got up. Boy, does that get old or what. Here's a next level business idea. A social media site where verified means you must use your real name and picture. No more anonymous keyboard warriors. It could be game changing. But here's some of the opposition. I thought about this, but you have to have someone verify you in person. And of course, many people don't want to use their real name or pic or personal info on a platform for fear of doxing or a data leak. Okay, yeah, I always loved living my fucking life by fear. I love that. Then make it a pay site and market the shit out of it. How's that sound? Keeping a form of anonymity helps protect the family against morons. Yeah, wishful thinking. Anonymity makes you a keyboard warrior. It doesn't do anything except make you a little more bold where you would never be bold face to face. If someone gets out of line, no need to tolerate them, just block. Bullshit. In your fucking fake fantasy world, we're going to do that. You've been trained to believe that you can just block people, just like you probably think that a friend on Facebook is actually a friend. It got to the point, I remember one time when I was saying something to my mother, where I said, yeah, I got this friend, and she would say, Facebook friend or a real friend? She'd like cut me off mid-sentence. She understood that right from the get. Right from the get. That's why I say you have no friends. You have friendly acquaintances. You have no friends. No true friends. Don't kid yourself. Everyone, oh, my good buddy. Oh, so-and-so's a good friend. Really? Really? They're a friend? What, because they agree with you? Against someone else? Not even agree with you, but they agree with you against someone else. And they're a friend? Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. The friendosphere. Everyone's friends. The brosphere. Everyone's, you know, the whole friend thing. He's a good friend of mine. Bullshit, he's a good friend of yours. And the bro hug culture? Get your fucking hands off of me. Shake my hand like a fucking man. None of this half bro hug bullshit. Stop it. It's all fake. And every single fucking person that you hug will stab your ass in the back in 2 seconds. In 2 seconds. I don't care if they're Christian or not. Yeah, I got fired out of a cannon today, didn't I? All right. Women file for over 70% of divorces. Amongst educated women, that number jumps to 90%. Being married to a modern woman is a high-risk behavior. Oh, by the way, Christian or not, the number is the same.
My guess is that 50% of those women file because their husband abused them or had an affair.
Sorry, wrong. The stats don't lie. That's too funny. Instantly, the fault right away goes to the man. He was abusive. I'll never forget, I was on a streak with online dating, I don't know, maybe, let's see, this is 2021, probably 2014. Every woman that I met was divorced. Every woman that I met said their husband was abusive. Every woman that I met said he was a narcissist. That's almost like the requirement now. He was abusive and he was a narcissist. It got to the point where I didn't want to spend more than a cup of coffee with these women. Thank you. Nice to meet you. And I'm on my way. You want to spend my precious time talking shit about your husband, your ex-husband, that you left? Get the fuck out of here. You know, there's plenty of men who will believe you and buy your bullshit. I'm just not one of them. Just because a woman is a Christian doesn't mean she hasn't bought all the feminist garbage. Social media for Christian women is their way of garnering attention because that's the only currency that women accept is attention. She can love Jesus and F Joe Biden all she wants, hashtag FJB. See, this is where a lot of conservative guys get really messed up. They see a woman that's like, you know, go Trump or FJB, and they think, oh, this woman's for me. Come on, man. Come on. She's still an attention-seeking, don't kid yourself. Godly masculinity has been a topic for a couple days. Let me tell you what godly masculinity also is. It's sticking by the people that you call a friend. Another reason why I don't believe we have true friends. We have friendly acquaintances or not. You don't have any friends. Friend, the most over-effing word used in the modern English language today. I see people on YouTube using that word like you have no idea. I don't know where that started. Did it start with Facebook, like Facebook friends? It's used a lot in the manosphere. He's a good friend of mine. How many fucking examples do you want? You want me to start with 100 examples of how that's not true? If you boast that being a father is my passion, then why the hell isn't your passion to help other men do the same? Because you're more interested in virtue signaling, you fucking little kitty cat. You'd rather just flex online. Who's going to pat you on the back? Feminine men and women? I'm not saying that fathering is something you do. It's not your passion. More bullshit from the fake men's community. Fathering is my passion. No, you need to be your passion. You remind me of like the guy, Chris Rock that was talking about the guys that say, hey, I pay my child support. You're supposed to pay your fucking child support. You make a baby, you pay for it. Simple as that. Now, I know there's people that say F child support. I get that. I totally 100% get that. But I also get the other side. If you are going to make a baby, pay for it. Period. Or use a condom. Or don't do it at all. How's that? How's that sound?
I know what the fuck I'm talking about here.
So, being a father is my passion. It's supposed to be. Idiot. It's supposed to be your passion. You put that in your profile, fathering is my passion? Some idiot said to me, I retired at 38 to follow my passion, which was raising my kid. Staying at home and raising my kid. Bullshit. You didn't retire. Number one, you gave up. That's all you did. You surrendered. That's the first thing. You didn't retire. Many people use the word, I see these people, I'm retired. Bullshit, you're retired. When a man says, 9 times out of 10, when a man says he retired, that means his wife is out making the money. Let's get real. Men work. They don't retire. It's just a flex. It's part of life. You don't get a medal for being a dad. Yay! I'm a dad. Fathering is my passion. It sounds noble, doesn't it? You don't live for your kids. It's something that you do. You don't live for your wife. You take care of you. Sounds selfish, doesn't it? I love me, and I love you, but I love me that much more. And if I don't, I can't take care of you. That's how I like it. Put the oxygen mask on yourself first so you can be a good husband, a father, and a citizen. Never pedestalize your children. Divorced women do that. My kids are my biggest accomplishment. Right? Aren't you guys like sick of that shit? Never pedestalize your wife. Only weak men do that and post about it. But when I click on her Instagram page, she didn't say shit on her anniversary. But he's posting something completely different. I don't know how you put up with me. Why you would choose me. One of these days, they're going to believe it. Stay-at-home dad and sending your wife to work. I believe your kids need to see you going to work. I don't care if it's a home business and you're crushing it from a home office. There's a bigger lesson here. But my wife makes more than I do. Then she needs to stay home with the kids until they're older, and then she can go back to work. Until then, you don't be a little kitty cat and stay home and be a house husband. Another weak white flag of surrender mindset. I love this reply. Ha ha ha, I found a website of a guy who says he and his wife decided that she would work and he would stay home to watch the kid because he had a mission to teach men about purity on his blog. Yeah, that's a real moneymaker, isn't it? I laughed and sent it to my buddy. She was a nurse and making double what he was making before, so he came up with the excuse to explain his weakness. I'm helping guys live pure lives. Come on. A dude like me who has room to grow in the area of purity won't ever take advice from a stay-at-home dad who can't take care of his own family and certainly not one honest enough to admit the truth. I don't know about the Christian community, but the Catholic community's male leadership is usually filled with weak, spineless men who think that smoking cigars, drinking whiskey, and discussing theology makes them a man. Yeah, it's like the manosphere. Like, I'm more of a man than you because I stuck my dick in more women. You probably stuck it in some asses, too. And not women's. Me putting on a dress, wearing lipstick, and changing the pronouns in my email signature makes me a woman. That's an interesting reply, isn't it? One of my female followers gives me a great reply. Amen, she says. The media messaging has gone from father knows best to the married with children perspective on the roles of family and life. Can you imagine there was actually a show called Father Knows Best? What if that was out today? It would last, like the pilot episode, the season would be canceled after the first episode aired TV. Because father doesn't know best on TV now. He's an idiot. Think about it. The male leads are now made fun of in jokes, and the kids and wife are shown to run mental circles around him. We must have strong, wise, confident men of God to lead our country and families. How does anyone benefit from demasculated, demoralized, and weak men? I've been happily married for 25 years, raised two strong, godly, politically conversant, young men. They know their value, they know their purpose, they are happy, and know they are appreciated. Women cannot take their place. Too bad she's married. After talking to some women, I came down to this conclusion, and I'm talking what I call traditional women. Some people, I don't even like using the word trad, because trad is too much of a contemporary negative connotation word. I don't like the word trad. But feminism ruins women, and being feminine ruins men. Tell me about the play that you're in. Well, it starts with me kissing the leading lady for 20 minutes. Well, then what happens next? The curtain goes up and the play begins. That was from Milton Berle and Edward Everett Horton in 1949, the Texas Star Theater. Those old jokes are fantastic. Anyone here see the movie Room in 2015? It was probably my pick for movie of the year. But I don't think it would have mass popularity and mass appeal because it's got a really dark subject. But it was an unforgettable independent film, the movie Room from 2015. Every single performance is award worthy. Every single one. It was incredible. But I warn you, subject matter is dark. When I look at dark subject matter movies, I think what they do is they stimulate my brain in the sense that, boy, this sounds like I read Playboy for the articles. But no, I really do mean this. Actually, I don't read Playboy. But this is what I mean. I like movies that make me think, what would I do if I was in that situation? Like the movie Chef. Did you ever see the movie Chef? I loved that movie. I loved the movie Chef. I thought it was so good because I related to the main character. Another movie, underrated, and I've told you about this in the past, The Spectacular Now. I remember I was on a date with the German girl. Great gal. And she looked over at me and she said, with her German accent, "Are you crying?" What a mistake. I had no idea about that movie. I should have went to see it by myself. I'm the kind of guy that just like allows the movie to move me. Yeah. How was I supposed to know? All right. But that's one thing I don't want to be seen doing, is crying in front of a gal. Death and birth are the only two reasons why a man should cry, as far as I'm concerned. Or if you're alone in a movie theater. Again, I'm thinking of Chevy Chase stuck in the attic in the movie Christmas Vacation, watching home movies. There's an old Okinawan saying that says, at 70, you are still a child. At 80, a young man. And if at 90, someone from heaven invites you over, tell them, go away and come back when I'm 100. They stopped giving awards to centenarians in Okinawa in 2015. You know why? There's too many of them. They have an overabundance of 100-year-olds. People 100 and over. Think about that. What do you think you can attribute that to? They say, this is what I've heard, that the Okinawans' diet is one of the best in the world. Is it all genetic? Is it nature? Is it nurture? What is it? For those of you that are obsessed with longevity, look up the lifespan of Okinawans. I do have some clients, unvaxxed clients in Australia, and things are rough. You know what? I'm not going to go there. Forget that topic. Anyone see Kyle Rittenhouse break down on TV? I will tell you, that was hard to watch. That was tough. That was tough. But go Kyle Rittenhouse. A female acquaintance of mine, a female friendly acquaintance of mine, says she's sitting in a coffee shop, sitting at a table across from a table of men talking about veganism and complimenting the waiter on his necklace. She says, I remember when men used to talk about sex, drugs, and rock and roll. It's so different now. You know, women noticed that, and they were silent for the longest time as men kind of spiraled down. Now they're telling me with a chuckle, but they're also shaking their heads, saying, what the hell happened to men? As if they're grieving a loss. I will say this, honey, you sat back. Not the friendly acquaintance. But ladies, you sat back and you watched men get feminine and said nothing about it. You watched your gender tell men to discover their feminine side and said that's normal. You watched speakers and clicked like and shared videos that said we have a male side and a female side. How'd that work for you? Now 70% of the men in your world, you can't even tell they're men when they talk. I was going to say something else. I'm convinced that lay people are more reliable than any pastor in the West. Why? Because you automatically let your guard down with anyone who identifies as a pastor. Your first mistake. Get your Vaseline ready. Red pill gurus teach young men to be promiscuous. Funny thing how promiscuity and being an incel, not getting laid, both create anger, depression, and aggression in men. Interesting. So what's the answer? Voluntary celibacy or marriage. Those men are the most happy, for the most part. No one ever teaches that, do they? There's plenty of dating coaches out there, but not a hell of a lot of celibacy coaches, is there? And I am not preaching this from some exalted throne. I effed up for the longest time in that area. And I'm not talking about just a little tryst. I'm talking about decades. So I know what I'm talking about. What the hell was that? Holy crap, I walked out front in the front yard, and my neighbor across the street came out his front door. He said he saw a huge flash coming from that direction. You heard that, right? I will report back as to what that was. Definitely. So let's continue this. That was freaky, because I felt that, literally. The windows in the house shook, and I felt that, like I actually felt the sonic boom. All right. All the real men came out of their front doors. Out front. Funny. Continuing that discussion about pursuing money, not necessarily your passion, because money gives you options and helps you have the ability to follow your passion. Many times your passion doesn't make you the money that you want to make or that you need to make. And a woman in Texas named Tanya says, I was once a public educator where the quest for money was not encouraged, of course. I went through an entrepreneurship class before opening my own business. My instructor asked why I was doing it, and my initial response was the classic teacher response, to help others. I love it. He called BS and asked again. I honestly answered, to make money. Yes, to make money. The side effect is helping others, but you can't achieve your other business goals if you do not first and foremost make money. I've now been in business for over a decade. I've helped thousands of people while making money. I love that. The side effect is helping people. That's one of the things that happens, is that you're able to help people when you make money. That was a response, and I don't know this person. I just sent them a message. Where the heck is it? How interesting. No wonder I can't find it. The internet is down. Now, I'm recording this on my phone, but I'm not going to be able to upload this. Something happened. The lines are down. Something blew up. Because I'm noticing right now my router is not even available. How interesting. And this has made them very wealthy. Finish your coffee and I'll see you on the next Daybreak Show, your home of sanity, clarity, and reason. Thanks for joining me today.
Hi, my name is Erin. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm